Hey guys, today we will try to replace a car battery on our 2008 Honda Odyssey. So I've seen some other videos about replacing the battery, but I think this particular model, some people may be interested in knowing exactly what to do on this particular 2008 model, in case the configurations might be slightly different inside. Okay, so I already got the new battery, so that means I already taken the old battery out to replace it. So, but don't worry, when I put it in, I will show you exactly what you need to do to take the battery out. It's pretty much just a reverse process. Okay, so you need to know how to take it out as well as how to put it back in, right? So, and at the end of the video, I'll also try maybe tell you how to just give you a refresh course on how to jumpstart your battery if it's dead, because you might have to do that if you're replacing your battery, probably it's already dead, and if you only have one car, you can't make it to the dealership, then you have to jumpstart it. Okay, so we're going to give you a refresh course at the end. So let's start by going to the car and open the hood. So if your battery is already dead or taken out, obviously the remote won't work, right? So fortunately for this model 2008, it actually has a menu key, so we can just open it that way. And the release here is by the bottom of just next to the foot brake here, this latch. Let's just pull it towards you. Okay, so now we go to the front. So what you do in the middle of where your hood opens, you sort of open the crack. So you just put your hands in there and try to feel. There's a latch. Okay, feel the latch and lift it. Okay, so see the latch here? Pretty much you just put your hand under it and lift it. I'll try to show you. When you put your hand in there, just lift it, and at the same time lift the hood, so the hood will pop up. Then you try to put the strut here. There's a stick here. Use it to prop up this hood. So I'll put this on tripod and let you see. Okay, so you find this stick here. Attach to the bottom of the hood. Right, just use this, and you can find the hole in your hood where this stick goes in. Okay. Basically, this is the stick. You take it out. It sticks in the hole in the hood, so that your hood will keep open. Okay. So now let's see. This is where the battery is. Here. Okay. Next to the engine. So here's the engine. Here's where the battery is. Okay. So then this battery holder. This is where you put the battery in there. This is the red on the positive side. Okay. So you put the battery in with the positive side on the left and negative on the right. So let's put it in there. Okay, so lift it carefully. This is heavy. Okay, so put it in there. Positive on the left, negative on the right. I'm just gonna push the handle back in so it doesn't block our view. Okay, so when you take out, obviously it's the same way, right? Just lift it out. So what's holding the battery in place is just this thing, okay? This battery block holder. So you want to put the bigger end close to you and the other end to the other side. So what it is a hook, right? The hook goes to the bottom of this battery holder where there's a a hole on the bottom. You just hook it onto it. Okay, so let's see if I can find that. It's pretty hard to see right now. It's basically goes to here. Okay, it's pretty hard to see, but you'll figure it out. It's in the bottom. There's a hole. You basically hook both. Hook both to the end of the hole at the bottom, and then we'll tighten it. Okay, I'll hook this in, then we'll see. Okay, so as you can see, I put it in here. So what I end up doing is lifting this battery handle and push through under the handle, because on my old battery it didn't have this handle. It had a like fabric actually carrier, so it could be easily folded to the side, but now this one is in the middle, so we didn't want to put this over it, so just hooked both ends under this battery handle. Okay, so once you tighten it enough using your hand, and it's time to tighten it with your wrench, because you don't want this to move around, rattle when you drive the car, obviously, right? So we're going to tighten both ends. So while handling this battery installation, it's better to put on gloves, especially insulating gloves for the electricity, and also eye protection, because you don't want the battery acid to get in your eyes, obviously. I wear glasses, so that's fine, but I'm going to put down gloves in a minute once I have this secured. I have to tighten it quite a bit. I think we almost got it tightly put in place. Let's see. It's really tight in place. Now push back handle. Okay, now I think we're ready to do the hard part. Put on our gloves. Now, so basically when you take it out, it's simply just unscrew these two screws and unhook from the bottom hole and take this block out. Then you can lift out, obviously, right? So now take out the protective cap on these two ends, positive and negative. Now when you connect your battery, you connect the positive first. Okay, positive first, then negatives last. But when you take out, obviously you disconnect the negative first, then you put on the positive. You disconnect the positive. Okay, so that's the reversal order of things. So now let's put on the positive first. So basically lift this one. So this is what the metal contacts looks like here. Okay, so on the positive side it's strange. It has two screws. Okay, one is under here. See, this is one actually tighten the clamps to go on the positive pole. This one is actually putting the wire in place on the top. So you actually don't need to, when you take it out, you actually don't need to loosen this one. This is just putting the wire connected to this clamp. But this one is actually under it. It's actually what is tightening the clamp. So we're going to put this one onto the positive. Okay. And here, you notice, here you may have this one. I don't know if you have it or not. This is actually goes onto the pole we just installed. This actually is for this hose. Okay. Later we'll tighten this so that put this hose in place. But right now we just put it on so that it's in place, but you don't need to screw it tight yet. Okay. So like I said, we don't need to actually loosen this one, so we'll put this one back in place. Tighten it. This is basically securing the wire onto this clamp. Now we can tighten this clamp. So on this one, it's kind of weird because they designed it to be really hard to get because, like as you can see, it's under this thing. Okay, so how do you get in there? You need. Let me see if you can see it. You need this. I have this wrench. If you don't have the professional tools from the car shop, you can use this kind of a wrench. Okay, but obviously the wrench cannot get in there. It's hard. What you can do is take the bit out first and put it in place. Let's just lift it so that it's easier to see. Lift this thing. Okay, so we put this in place around that nut. And then you can push this in there. Okay, now we can tighten it. I think it's pretty tight now. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Okay, so we'll put this back in place. So when you remove, like I said, you remove the negative first, but remove this last. When you remove, obviously, lift this red cap and push your wrench in there and loosen this one, and you just pop it out. But also, like I said, there is a plastic, I don't know if it's on your model or not, plastic screw here holding the hose in place. So you need to when you remove, you have to unscrew this one to remove this one, to lift it up, let the hose loose. But you don't really need to tighten this too much. It's not really important. Alright, so you can see, put this tightly in place. Now comes the important part, which is the negative. Once we connect negative, it's going to be, the electricity will be flowing. So this negative is actually easier than the positive because it's only one nut here and to secure the clamp. Okay, but I want to have my car keys ready, just in case, because when you first connect the electricity, your alarm may go off. Okay. Fortunately, it hasn't gone off yet for some reason. Maybe this battery just doesn't have any power. We'll see. So obviously, tighten with your wrench, and when you remove it, which is obviously the reverse, you just loosen this screw, then just pop it out. Okay, I think it's secured. Okay, I think that's the end of this battery installation. Let's see. Oh, there is power. So I was actually able to unlock my car now with the remote. Okay, so let's go in there, go in my car and see how this battery works out for us. Okay, so the car has been unlocked with the remote, which is a good sign. And let's get in here. I'm going to turn on the car. Voila! That's good. Everything is on. Let's see the indicators. It's got good. besides the tire pressure, which is my other issue, but has nothing to do with this battery installation. So that's good. And the door is not secured for some reason. We'll figure it out later. Okay, so when you turn on your car, and if you do this particular model 2008 Honda Odyssey, and once your battery is completely out, died without any juice in there, you can or you replace the battery, you can see the radio is not going to work. It says enter code. Okay, this is a code you have to get from your dealer or Honda directly, because this is a protection. The car is thinking the radio, because it's without power, has been taken out of the car by a thief, so it's locked it. So you need to get the code, 7-digit code from your dealership, and re-enter it so that your radio will work. But other than that, you can see everything is working fine. New battery is installed, car started without an issue. Okay. Okay, so now the car is started. I want to show you the last thing you need to do. I want to give you a refresh course about how to jump start your dead battery with another car if you have another one available. Okay, so this jumper cable you buy from, say, Walmart, as low as $10. Okay, it basically on the both end it has these red and black clamps. So basically what you do, you first put the red one on the positive, open it, expose the metal part. You put the red one clamped onto the dead battery positive end, and then on the other end you put the red one on the car that's going to jump you, the working battery, the red one on that working battery. Okay, so from that red one, that positive one, to the working positive one, and then you put the other end, the black other end, onto the working battery's negative, the black one. Okay, and then you put this other end, black, on the dead car, not onto the negative, but onto a metal block, basically ground, right? Something that's not painted over, something that's, for example, this one on the 2008 on the Odyssey. It has this metal thingy, metal block here. You just clamp onto it. Okay, make sure you have a good connection, right? Somewhere, clamp onto it, and that's when you're basically, when you started connecting all the cables, both cars should be turned off. And when you connect all these from positive dead to positive working, then negative working, then to the metal block on this dead car, all connected, then you turn on the working car and give it a minute or two to fully charge this dead battery. Then you turn on your engine on the dead car. That's pretty much how you jump start a car. If you have no other cars, so you can take the battery to the dealer, that's what you do. Okay, so remember, when you jump start the battery, don't ever turn off your engine right away. Let it charge for at least 15 to 30 minutes so that you have power. In case of a really battery not holding charge, don't turn it off at all, and just go to the dealer and ask for a new battery. Okay, that's it. I hope this is helpful to you.